I got my weekend off though.
Hey, that's a plus.
It's doing it the hard way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to stop at the weekend. The only way it won't is if they got another trailer at the other yard.
Hey guys, what is
Then
going
I'll
on?
go out Monday and pick up a new trailer, but I doubt they're going to do that.
Welcome, Rage. Thanks for stopping by.
How bad was the fire?
Front tandem on the passenger side's toast. I had flames.
Flamage.
I dumped a whole 10-pound chemical BC fire extinguisher on it, and it still had flames. Actually, I might be mistaken. It might have been a 20-pound. It was a big one.
So you were on the road when you noticed the flame?
Yeah, and I didn't even notice it. Thank God I had a good Samaritan behind me. I thought he was screwing around because he would come up to my back of my trailer and then he'd back off and then he'd speed up and back off. I'm like, what is this idiot doing? And the next thing you know, he speeds up, gets beside me and lays on the horn, and he's just freaking out, pointing. And I'm like, put my hands up in the air, and then he just mouthed fire and pointed to my trailer, and I looked back. I was getting off an exit, and I must have slowed down just enough to get the air right, and it blew flames right out the hub. As soon as I seen that, I was like, oh shit. I pulled over, and in fact, I was on the phone with Rubber Burner that when this all went down. I freaked him out because I'm like, my trailer's on fire, gotta go. And I hung up on him.
He's actually a
How was the response time by the
himself,
local fire department there?
It wasn't horrible. I called them as I'm under the trailer putting it out with the extinguisher, and I had put the last, I bet maybe 5 minutes, maybe. The police actually got there first. I squeezed the extinguisher for the last time. It went poof, and then the flame shot out, and I had no more left, and that's when I started freaking out. Then I'm like, oh shit. So I started running to the end of the exit ramp to shut down the ramp so nobody else, come up and get caught in it. And as I'm running to the end of the ramp, that's when the cops showed up. And then they're just like, is it still on fire? It's like, well, look at it smoking.
Oh,
and they're
good
like,
rage.
well,
Oh, good rage. Just be a little more
said,
careful.
is it loaded? I said, yeah, it's 9,500 gallons of propane. Well, are we far enough back? I said, no. So we need to back this up more, and we need to shut down the other 2 ramps and that highway. They never did. But thankfully it...
Were you in the middle of nowhere?
What's that?
Were you in the middle of nowhere again?
No, I was just pulling into the city of Harrisburg. I was literally 20 miles from my delivery, ready to call it a night and actually get home. I haven't been home since Wednesday. I was ready to get home, and I'd have been sitting in my house at 7:30, eating dinner, and been able to join you guys on the stream tonight. That was my plan. And then this went down, and
Are you still going to be able to join us?
No.
Womp womp.
No. I'm about a half an hour from our yard to drop this truck off, and I'm sorry, but I got steaks waiting for me, and I'm going to eat a good meal because I've eaten nothing but fast food, truck stop food for the past 3 days. So I'm going to eat that and drink some beer, and by that time, you guys will probably be wrapping up.
You deserve a chill out.
As much as I want to play, I'm hungry.
That's right. Eat, eat, eat.
So how many beers did you drink, Rubber Burner, while you were calming down trying to figure out if your friend blew up or not?
Oh, I hadn't started yet. I'm on my second one now. Now that you're alive, now that I know you're alive, I can finally start celebrating.
Yeah. Oh, I would have hated to have been on your side, that's for sure.
So when did all this go down?
I don't know. What time was it, Rubber Burner?
It was probably 6 or 7 o'clock. Yeah, it was. I had just woken up, so yeah, it was like 5 o'clock my time, five maybe 6 my time. So yeah,
between 4 and 5 my time. Yeah, because I'd have been at the delivery at 5:30, unloaded by 6:30, home by 7:30 to eat, and then be able to join you guys. That was my timeline.
Yeah, old guy farmer.
Like, I got to go. My trailer's on fire, and I hung up.
There will be an update for sure.
And then I'm down fighting the fire. Called 911 and
kind of want to wait a little while.
I forget what I was somewhere in the midst of all that, and the wife calls me, and I answer the phone.
Wait and see if I have any major issues. People
started rambling on. I was like, I gotta go. My trailer's on fire, and I hung up on her too. And I got text message after text message. Oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
Farmer Oops says likes black. I like that idea.
But yeah, Spectre, you said about bad luck. If I wouldn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck. Murphy's my best friend.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps keep life exciting.
I can think of other ways to be excited.
Just when you were about to get some steady work, you get this coming up, huh?
Yeah. Absolutely, old guy farmer. If you want to, the best spot to send me info
pulled in then after he was headed
would be in my Discord channel.
Call me down.
There's a link in the couple, or in the description down below.
I said, yeah, and unfortunately I didn't want it this way, and you have nothing to do with getting me a new trailer or not. Like, no, well, we gotta get what we get.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that'd
be great.
The
same thing. He's like, I still don't think you're gonna get a new one. I think Jackass is gonna pay to have this one fixed, and you're gonna be back under it. Yeah, I know. I'm afraid of anyway.
Jackass would be the owner?
No, well, the owner of the trailer, the owner of the propane company I'm pulling for. Not my boss, not my owner. See, he leased on to this other company to get work because of the construction work and the heavy haul stuff being slow. And the guy we leased on to is Jackass.
Oh yeah, I meant to mention old guy farmer. There's a link in the description down below for you to join the channel.
Very business. Hell, he's a billionaire, but some of the ways he does things are kind of shady and make you think. Like this trailer's a 1964.
1964, did you say? 64?
Yeah. 64, 64.
That's
Does the state do regular inspections on that kind of thing to make sure that they're still safe on the road, or?
Yep. No, it's been refurbished a couple times. I mean, you find that a lot with propane tanks because tanks are pretty much indestructible. A lot of times they'll re-chassis them, put new pumps on them.
Cool, man.
And I will say it's in pretty good shape for the age it is, but it's junk. I mean, it's spring ride, it pulls like a lead sled, beats the you-know-what out. And he has a ton of brand new air ride trailers sitting back at the yard, but he gives it to his drivers. My boss and I were joking around because we got this really nice truck pulling this POS trailer down the road. It looks hideous. But we're the new kids on the block as far as that company is concerned. So yeah, we're not going to get their brand new equipment.
All right, going live. Say hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Do, 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 do.
So we've got, once this field's done, we got 37 in soybeans, 38 and 39 in soybeans are all ready to go. Here we can just keep working the soybeans until we run out of them.
Sounds good.
Doing my favorite thing, and I'm not going to be there.
What's that? Soybeans?
Harvesting.
Oh, we got like 40 more fields.
Yeah, I know.
Try playing it without
Oh, wait, my
open
luck's been
GE.
going.
Brave.
Hey, can you pipe out, Spectre? You're the fullest.
I wouldn't be able to do that. Any map that I play, I always open up GE and tweak it for myself.
Oh, you can keep going.
I was gonna go straight.
Oh, okay.
No
After
biggie.
tonight, though, Farmer Klein, you can drive your own fuel truck.
Most of my stuff should be fueled tonight.
No Rockhound again tonight?
Nah, he's. Last I heard, he's nose deep in map making.
In there.
So let him keep his creative juices running.
Yeah, for sure. Old guy Farmer says he's going to try playing Crawford Farms without opening GE. He says it's out of his comfort zone, but he's going to give it a try.
Who said that?
Old guy Farmer.
That is a hoot.
I couldn't do it. I was just telling him I couldn't do it. I any map I play, I open it up and I tweak it.
Oh, come on. You gotta play it how it is.
I was pretty excited when I opened up Mod Hub there today, and well, I opened up Discord first and saw everybody saying congratulations, and I opened up Mod Hub, and before I'd even woken up, 3,000 people had downloaded it.
3,000. Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's up 3,800 now.
And I know you got another 160 some over at least one of the mod scraping sites.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I threw an appropriate rating in for you.
Appropriate? Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, I don't ask people to put in 5 stars. I just say rate it how you feel it's appropriate.
Yeah.
So you'll have to see what I think.
From Farmer Klein.
If I get a 1 star from Farmer Klein, I'm going to be an unhappy camper.
Oh, if they only recorded your ratings, right? There were also several of the charity placeable and prefab mods showed up. Maybe
Yeah,
that means skeletons soon to come.
They did a handful of mod releases today, which I was happy with because, goodness, we haven't had anything for like a week. It was nice to get a dump just before the weekend.
I don't know how I get to go home and go through all them, huh?
Jacob Cougar says, "Hey, welcome to
Yeah, there's several multiplayer mods. that relate to like controlling multiplayer interactions, like individual users, like your own money, your own. The MP owner was updated, some MP money thing. A couple other things that relate to like multiplayer. There's an interesting mixer mod where if you leave power food in the mixer for more than a few hours, it will start to unmix, and you basically have to run the mixer for a specific amount of time before it will turn back into power food.
And then it'll rot over enough time too, won't it?
Wasn't sure. It kind of seemed to contradict that. It made a comment that one time, but then later it talked about the amount of time it took for it to be totally unmixed, and I didn't know if that meant that it degraded and disappeared, or what. I have to test it.
Yeah, it looks like an interesting mod though, for sure. Thank you, Mark. Muchly appreciated. I really appreciate that. What is that? Oh, I know why he's doing that.
But yeah, I was like, the one day that Rubber Burner sleeps to like, I don't know, evening, is the day his stuff comes out.
Yeah, I sleep that. Now that I'm unemployed, I sleep that late every day. I'm up all night and sleep all day. Old Guy Farmer says, first he says he'll wait until he figures out how many animals he kills before he rates the map. Then he says, yes, it will rot after 24 hours.
Oh, okay. How about, yeah, he put a message in, was it my Discord or his? It says, I think Rubber Burner wants you to do pigs. Because, you know, you've got like 48 pallets of pig food or something.
Yeah, I think it comes, you get pigs to start with. And the thought process was I tried to give you enough pig food to do one full year if you were running seasons.
I like when map makers do that, because you start out with seasons, you can't start with animals because you don't have the food. So I like it when they think ahead about that, and at least get you through the summer. If not, like Rubber Burner didn't give you the year, but at least get you through the summer.
You probably haven't had time to see that one map I put up, I think it was Thursday, I think it may have been yesterday. Or maybe it was last week, where you start out with silage in a silage pit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, okay.
And you start out with not only pallets of pig food, but you start out with a heap of pig food also.
Thank you, Jacob.
And you got manure piled up at the end of fields.
Oh yeah, because I was driving around and I saw what looked like a giant pile of manure. I'm like, I wonder if this is deco or if this is a real pile of manure. So I went and got a bucket and I was able to scoop it up.
Yeah, I like that map. That's on my list.
Everyone say hi to Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Devin Clark says, hey, mate. Welcome, Devin. Thanks for stopping by.
Doing a little harvester dance.
Yes, sir.
I'm just doing a happy dance, period.
Yeah, you should be, because it didn't go boom.
Where are we going next?
After you unload on me, 37, which is kind of toward the, well, it's not, yeah, it's over there. Kind of go toward the steeple. You're still sitting alongside the road, aren't you, Doughboy?
No, I'm just dropped the trailer off. at the shop, and I'm headed back to my shop so I can go home.
Pipe.
I've only got like 500 liters in here.
50 pigs,
I know.
50 sheep.
I'm gonna empty this, and then I'm gonna take
Bacon
the
and
trailer.
pork chops for a year. Yeah, essentially.
Here, I just spit in your trailer there.
You forgot about me.
I was coming across to pick you up. I like the junk equipment behind the equipment stalls. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of people get a kick out of that little area. And it's true, it's actually there too in real life. I remember that spot clear as day.
Well, yeah, you just shove it out of the back of the equipment storage or the machine storage and put it in that little grove of trees.
Yeah, and then you eat parts off something, you can go scavenge it, right?
Yep. Every farm's got a junk pile.
Yes, sir.
Come on!
The only complaint I
You
have.
didn't make it
about
there,
the
did
map-
you?
No, that didn't go as planned.
I'll keep looking for the field exit.
Farmer Klein, I could probably use a push.
All right, I'm unloading. I'll be over there. Take it your beached whale on the ditch.
Yes, sir. Viper says, Robert, I'm a huge fan of all your videos.
Something like that.
You have great content and great videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, good sir. I appreciate that. Jacob asked what map we are on. We are on UMRV tonight. Yeah, I'll just hang out here.
I'm coming across this giant field. I had to figure out where you were.
There's something barreling towards me.
See if I can bump you out.
Teamwork!
There you go. Alright, I'm about to catch air.
Wait for it.
Maybe not.
That didn't
was
work.
a lot of air. That's right. I'll stop and wait for you to go. That was funny.
We got some speed now. Ah! We had speed.
Why is it you guys are going so much faster than me?
Because I was pushing them. I tried that police bump and run maneuver.
The pit maneuver.
Hey, it's not racing night, Klein. It's got your stream days mixed up.
Go figure, I ran into the one thing that has collisions on this map.
Poles.
Yep. Giving up on going through the proper field entrance. Chris Webb says hello, Rubber Burner and Farmer Klein. Welcome, Chris.
Howdy, Chris.
So for you, those of you unaware what we were talking about earlier, I am celebrating tonight because Crawford Farms is officially available on ModHub. Woo woo! So go out, give her a download, give it an appropriate rating. I'm like Farmer Klein. I'm not going to ask anybody to rate it 5 stars. But give it an appropriate rating, how you feel, man. We appreciate it.
Oh, almost there.
You'll also be happy to know I worked late into the night last night to work on my new map project. Made some tremendous progress once again. So that one's going to be ready for testing pretty darn tootin' soon. I know it's taking longer than I said it was going to. Same thing happened with Crawford Farms, so just be honest. Everything always takes longer than you plan on it taking. But it'll be worth it in the end. Got some really cool features we're adding into this map.
Did you see I swapped out the bin pack on the upcoming project?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other ones work just as good as these, and the mod's 300 megs smaller, so that leaves more room for other things.
Right.
Grasshopper Hill says he's playing on Crawford Farms right now. Right on, buddy. Cool. Whoa! A little bit of lag there. Dan Mitchell says, hey, RB, congrats on full map release. We'll download and play after work on Sunday. We'll give it my full attention. Cool, man. Appreciate that.
Alright, let's see if I can get back to y'all before you get full.
See what route he takes to try to get back. Does he go all the way around or does he shortcut? He's not even in the tractor over there. Never know, we might actually make it back to his tractor though. Chris Webb says, I'm about to be on day 3 of spring at the moment. Hoping this
Oh,
snow
you
will
didn't
be
even
gone,
see what I did to the truck.
as I'm chomping at the bit to start breaking ground. Yeah, no doubt. That snow is a pain in the butt.
What did you do with the truck?
Well, it was behind you.
I see it back there. Still don't know what you did to it.
I didn't drive through all the crop. I
But
came in there.
Did you drive through
I
the
came
fence?
in there. Yeah, I came in there full speed. Told you I only have one position on the accelerator. Down.
Whoa!
Sounds like somebody else I know.
You mean you didn't do that?
No, I didn't destroy all that valuable crop.
In my defense, it wasn't intentional, and if somebody had got to my harvester in time, it wouldn't have happened.
I was just sitting there waiting on you guys.
Jacob says, I'm going to play on the map soon.
Look at him
I'm
yelling
going
at the
to do
boss.
some
God, I
logging,
love it.
most, but not rolling log trucks. Good luck with that.
It's always someone else's problem.
Yeah, I heard about it last week, so. And the week before. And the week before that.
Well, we got 6 grain bins over here on this corner, so that would be nice.
Low yield on this soybean, huh?
Soybeans in general don't yield that much
Right.
compared to other because they're more valuable.
That's what I'm saying.
I better keep this guy unloaded.
Little crop insurance there.
So, tell me about the East Canadian Geo. How is it different from the Midwest?
Well, to be honest with you, I've never played with the Midwest, so I'm not 100% sure. Like the Midwest, you do have the option to do a winter crop. So you can plant your wheat, barley, oat, rye, canola, all in late fall, have it pop up, and I think it popped up for me in early summer, or maybe it was midsummer, I'm not sure. One of the biggest things you'll find is it's a whole lot snowier through the winter and even into early spring. So for me, I've loaded up the map a few times, creating new save games to test and whatnot, and often found there to be snow on the ground when you start a new save game. And in fact, with my series it was mid-spring before I could start doing any field work whatsoever. So it creates a bit more of a challenge because you're a bit more rushed when you do have the opportunity to get stuff done.
Can you double crop?
I tried. I don't think so. I think you're going to be too tight on time to do that. No, Mark, I didn't add in massive.
Do you recall
ice
how late
storms.
you can plant corn or beans?
No, I would have to take a look at that. Chris Webb says you can vote for that. True that.
Charles Gomu is trolling you, Rubber Burner.
Oh?
Yeah, with respect to what the East Canadian Geo is, he says it's more cold and more maple syrup. And cheaper scripts. That's about it. I guess he means cheaper prescriptions.
That's good. I like that.
So I can get more maple syrup off if I run the East Canada Geo.
There actually, and the funny thing is in real life, there is a maple syrup farm where that map is located. Of course, there isn't a mod for that, so I wasn't able to add it in.
Oh, you could have took the maybe you could have took the fruit trees mod, and instead of making them, well, they just make money. Yeah, you could have took one of those mods that makes like oranges or something, and instead it makes little bottles of maple syrup.
I suppose this is true.
Is there an outdoor ice rink somewhere?
No, there's no outdoor ice rink.
No hockey being played in the streets or what?
There was much street hockey played in the street, yes.
See, I parked that truck and I didn't damage any crop when I came flying in the field.
You came pretty darn too close, though.
Well, I wasn't playing horseshoes.
Or hand grenades.
No, but Doughboy was playing bomb earlier.
Oh, yeah.
He's complaining about me destroying crop, but he doesn't want to leave me enough room to get it all. Rage says, well, that was a crazy call I went to. Not sure what you need there, buddy.
Oh, he says scripts. He meant mod scripts, not prescription scripts.
Our prescriptions are cheaper too, though.
So Farm All Forever says in Minnesota, they get 45 bushels an acre to soybeans and 150-ish with corn. That's back to Spectre's comment about yield.
Oh my.
Liam says, what's up? Not too much, buddy. We are harvesting some soybean on UMRV tonight.
Finally, I get to climb out of my truck.
AKA the Hay says that they have Maple Grove on their farm in Vermont. Makes 35 to 50 gallons a year off of 400 taps. Is that a lot? That sounds like a lot.
That's a fair amount.
Did you say 50 gallons for 400 taps?
35 to 50 gallons, I guess, of syrup. I mean, you got to cook that stuff down too, right?
Yeah, there was a processing plant, actually, where the manure is sold in my map, where the syrup was processed and turned into, you know, edible maple syrup. Old guy farmer says, okay, gotta ask, where do you get water? Damn, snow everywhere.
You got little fields today. That field we started on, that took 2 hours to get to the point that we picked it up this evening on.
Yeah, I was with you guys for 23. That was a pretty big one.
Yeah, that's all we did. That's all we did Thursday stream was harvest part of that field.
There's a water tap to the left of the
Yeah, it was only the two of us as well.
main equipment storage, Old Guy Farmer. And then there's one at the pig location. On the south side, just past the equipment shed there, or cold storage, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And then there's another one at the cow farm.
It's all right. We
By
got
the
next
shed.
week maybe.
Or hay barn, whatever you want to call it, where you sell your hay there.
So the other thing I liked about that little map that had the heaps of stuff was they had like little scenes all set up, scattered around on what I called non-player fields. Like they'd have a harvester or a baler set up and deco bales around as if that someone was baling.
My Atlanta, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Jacob says the good thing about tonight is the weekend.
I just opened up my paycheck from last week.
Nice.
Well, this should be pretty good, right?
More than I expected it to be.
That's good.
Beers on Dope Boy tonight.
That's good. So he says, AK says 30 gallons of sap to 1 gallon of syrup. And then Farmall says 40 gallons of sap to 1 gallon of syrup. So I guess depends on how potent you want your syrup.
Now I know why that stuff is so damn expensive.
Hours I logged at the end of that week.
75 hours?
75.75. That's 35 and 3/4 hours of overtime.
Very, very good. I know it's tiring, but it's very good.
You're not kidding. That was very tiring. Ask Rubber Burner. I was in a stream with him when I was ready to pass out. I actually called him and apologized.
Yeah, my wife used to drive medical transport, and inevitably she would get dispatched to a long delivery or pickup when they had like 30 minutes left on their shift, and
Right.
it's like. Why don't you call the shift that started like an hour ago? Well, they're busy with something else. I need you to run this. And it's like, it's 4 hours in one direction. We come off shift in 30 minutes. So she'd call me up and, well, I won't be home tonight because I got to do this. And that was before we had kids, so it was less of a problem.
Right.
Our boss at work does that sometimes, actually. We're getting off the shift, we're open until 9 o'clock in the evening, and rather than have the customer wait for a half an hour, they'll force us to start fixing the car that's, a 4-hour job, and we end up staying until 9 o'clock.
Well, but it's overtime for you, but what he sees is that, if he doesn't get the job, then they'll go somewhere else and they'll get the job. So
Yeah, that's just it. I don't get overtime. I'm flat rate. It doesn't work that way for me.
Well, there you go then. So Mr. Awesome suggested I do a play series on Spectacle Island Doughboy, but I sent him over to your channel.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
I got another
doing
island. I got another island job I'm going to do. It's going to be a blast.
I thought about that one.
Making lettuce and fishing.
No, 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 no. I'm not doing that one.
Well, that's nice. I can smile about that check. That almost makes all them hours worth it.
So, which new game are you buying tonight?
I'm paying bills tonight.
Okay.
I don't know. If there's money left, I got my eye on one. But I got equipment to buy too for the band because I got switched over to a new project. So I need to get some equipment. That's going to come first. I got to get the bills paid first and see if there's money left.
If it's not one thing, it's always something else, isn't it?
Always.
Feels like once you get a little egg saved up, all of a sudden something comes. It's like, oh, there went that.
Exactly.
Ain't that the truth?
I gotta stop for go-go juice on the way home, or I'm not making it home.
Liam says if you have an island head, you get equipment there. Usually those maps will have like a ferry or something that you need to find that you can actually drive.
What's everybody know about Kloss and Farm Sim 19?
I don't know anything
Nothing.
about Farm 19.
Because Camus says there's a rumor that Kloss will be a licensed commodity.
That's not surprising.
Oh boy, it's chilly out. Truck needs to warm up so I can get some heat.
Sorry. William says, I'm waiting for Subnautica to come
I kind of
out.
looked at pre-ordering that what is it, Pure Farming?
The PS4 takes forever.
Whatever that thing is that they came out with a new video on the other day.
Haven't seen it.
You still playing ATS?
I haven't fired it up in a while, but I've been focusing on. I've been concentrating on finishing out the second part of the year on Churn Farms myself. Does Spectre have ATS?
No, I was trying to decide if I would find any pleasure in that game and if I'd ever play it. Because I play this so much, it's...
I've definitely enjoyed ATS. I clearly haven't put the hours into it that I have with Farm Sim, but it's kind of one of those, okay, I need a break. I'm going to go play Farm Sim or Truck Sim for a few hours.
Yeah, I think it would. The game itself, I don't think it's multiplayer, but someone has made it work with multiplayer. I think it's probably got a better playthrough with multiplayer than single player. Because single player, it seems to just get a little bit of a grind of just load after load after load.
Yeah, the single player is fun at first, but once you eventually get to a point where you have all the money in the world, and then there becomes no challenge in doing the drives. Liam says Subnautica is a giant survival cure game just in the sea.
Yeah. And the
planet full of water. Cool.
Yeah, the short runs don't pay a lot, and then the long runs is just it's all interstate stuff. It's fun. It's fun exploring the new state. You know, when they come out with a new state.
Have you guys seen the pictures of the new state they're going to be coming out with?
No.
Oh my god, it looks gorgeous, man. And the general consensus is it's going to be Oregon. And it looks like, okay, everybody thought they stepped up their game with New Mexico. This one's like a whole nother ball game.
Oh, so they're going to go completely the other direction. They're going to go north of California, huh?
Yeah, that was their whole plan. They said they had 2 teams working on ATS now. One to go east and one to go north.
I spent a lot of time driving through New Mexico. I may have to see what if it's an accurate depiction. It's one of my favorite states to drive through.
I would say if you can pick it up when it's on a good sale, you can pick it up for dirt cheap, and you could probably own everything, including all the DLCs, for like less than 25 if you pick it up on a good sale.
I'm gonna run a GPS on this one. Liam says born in New Mexico. Right on. He was practically born on different ends of the continent.
I actually found myself watching some YouTube videos on city skylines, and that's kind of got my interest again, somewhat.
I got skitty skylines. City skylines there not that long ago, and I'm not disappointed that I got it. That's for sure.
I used to play that game a lot.
I played the Sim series, or Sim City versions, back when it was EA. I mean, I guess it's a completely different company, but this company definitely stepped up their game a little bit, I think.
GTX is in the house.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, bud.
So we got 22 watching, so now I'm going to take the perfect opportunity to say congratulations, Rubber Burner, on your map making it to the Mod Hub.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm super. You guys have no idea how excited I am for everybody else to finally be able to get their hands on it.
If we had, the only regret is that if we had Rockhound here, we'd have two published map guys on here.
This is true.
So I learned from 3 dudes that Calsco Moo has had a he needed to go to Mod Map Anonymous because he had a mod map addiction.
Yeah, that happens. I understand that.
Sadly, as a result of him going to Mod Map Anonymous, he's not going to be able to download and play Crawford Farms. At least I hope not, because that would be, he would be, what is it when you fall off? He would be falling off the mod map wagon. But I think we all would understand if he would not be able to play that for quite a while as he recenters and focuses himself.
Are we going to do it? No, we're going to hit.
Thunk! You didn't copy my GPS, did you?
I certainly did.
What? Thunk!
We had that problem the other night.
You remember what width we had these headers set at? Was it 13.8?
I think that's what we had started, or that's what we had ended at. So Calsgo Moose says he was going to suggest over 3 dudes that we use Crawford Farms as the next multiplayer map.
I'd be cool with watching that.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Chris says, I think the map looks fantastic. Thank you very much, good sir. Devin Clark says, hi. Welcome, Devin. Thanks for stopping by. I already said hey to you.
Oh, shoot. Okay, dummy. Close your gas cap.
And see your comment from the very top. Yeah, cheater. Aren't you supposed to turn your cell phone off or fueling up? I feel like you're just asking to get yourself blown up today.
Yeah.
Did you adjust your width on this course at all, or no?
No, I didn't. If you want to wait for me to get to you, then if you want to adjust, then I'll copy off of you. Sorry, I guess I probably should have just stopped when we were talking about it earlier.
It's got quite the forestry area, that's for sure.
What's that, Crawford?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And that nasty animal point is in the middle of the woods.
that was just a matter of, I need to find a spot to put that thing.
You couldn't have found a spot anywhere else.
Nope, that was it.
And to carve out a little section in the woods that there's no way you're going to get a semi-trailer into.
Never saw a semi-trailer out that area. Just saying.
My width is now.
No wonder.
My width is now set to 13.6, but I didn't line it up, so.
Okay.
Figure out a way to get one in there.
Calsgo Moo wants to know if the next version plays "Oh Canada" every time the map loads up.
That's not
Please
a bad
no.
idea. I like that idea. Or if Mark DuPont would like this, maybe some Tragically Hip.
I take it that's a popular Canadian band?
Yes, sir.
What band is that?
tragically hip.
Never heard of him. Must be something new.
No, the lead singer just died, actually.
It's not like the Guess Who or Rush or Triumph or Neil Young or...
I don't know how to put... They're a rock and roll band. I don't know how you describe their type of music. But they had some real hits.
Tragic.
Oh, that's hilarious.
One of their hits was all about maple chips. Why you're running halfway?
Yeah, because we didn't adjust the whatchamacallit, so I just figured this way we could keep the same number on our GPS and just, yeah. Shut up, Farmer Klein. GTX is
Liquid fertilizer production, where is it at?
That's by the Compost Master.
So it's up north?
Yes, sir. Just before the store.
Okay.
GTX
Robert in
is
chat was wondering.
So
you couldn't figure out where it was.
Welcome, Andy. Thanks for stopping by. Liam says I dare to kill the player of these map, but all of the
Spectre just cuts in the field
by
wherever.
parking everything. Huh? What the is going on here?
I was close.
I told you, the Spectre, he just cuts in wherever he needs to.
What do I do? Drive all the way into the field and start a new row?
Yes.
It'll get done eventually.
This is the tragically odd-shaped field, by the way.
Oh, that's original. Bless you.
Sorry about that, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm still not quite sure what you were trying to get at there, Liam. You want to try to explain yourself again? I'm cool with that. Excuse me. Try RB's map with the giant equipment on it. Good luck. Yeah, it's kind of half designed for big equipment, half not designed for big equipment. I think your best bet is to get some medium-sized equipment. Like this harvester right here would probably be a bit on the big side for that farm. Too many beans.
3,000 downloads is impressive for what, like 4 hours?
Well, it's pushing closer to 4,000 now. But yeah, I'm happy with that number. Now, to be fair, I kind of have a bit of an unfair advantage because there hasn't been any other map released in like forever. And there wasn't another map released today. Old Guy Farmer says, what? No, Big Bud. Yeah, I think you would struggle with Big Bud getting from the main farm to the road.
I guess there are a fair number of map hoppers that play a map for 15-20 hours and then just stop.
Yeah. Jacob says, I'm back. I was riding a truck in the snow. Right on. Now you get to clean up your... Oh, you're not even cleaning up your own mess, Spectre?
I'll get it, man. What's your hurry? Jesus.
I legit figured you were going to be coming up that strip, and then you just crest the hill, and I'm like, what the freak?
Don't you like the lay of these fields where you can crest a hill and all of a sudden you see somebody?
I do like that, yeah.
There was a field on your map that had like this. Oh my gosh, look at that! Just tearing stuff. I think that's a little rage harvesting there. That had like a.
I did not move. My hands are not even on. Aren't even.
I was turning to the right in order to try to save us.
There's a field that's got like a little island of rock.
Yeah.
And the ground's been raised up because when I drove over the rock, the truck took a little jump.
That's what we like to call ledge.
You know, there's a nice big old boulder or some, bedrock or something that's protruding up out of the middle of the field. And then really love the fields where you have to drive through the woods, through a nice little old path to finally get into the field, and then the field's completely surrounded by woods.
Yeah, they're tucked away in the middle of nowhere type deal.
Yeah, it's like, so where in what world did somebody clear this part of the forest just for a field? Yeah,
I would
just walking around and all of a sudden found this clearing. Is like, oh, I can cut a road into here and plant some corn.
I would honestly like to go back there someday and try to walk through it and figure out what their mindset was as to why they put fields where they did. Liam says damage to both of them, $74 billion.
So have you've obviously, you don't use courseplay much though, right?
I use courseplay a lot in FS15. In FS17 I kind of shied away from it some.
Okay, because in the version of courseplay that I've got, in the course creation screen, there's a section that says something like detect islands.
Yeah.
And you can turn it on or off.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to set up a course on Churn Farm, Field 15, which has the big grove of trees in the middle. And everywhere that I set the course up, it kept complaining that I couldn't do the course and I had to reposition myself. So I was just wondering if anybody had figured out how this detect islands thing worked.
Turn it off, because the only thing it won't work for fingers. It only works for islands. Like,
yeah, well,
there's the trees right smack dab in the middle of the field. That's the only way that island works.
Yeah, that's how Field 15 is. There's a oblong grove in the middle of the field.
Oh,
You can drive in complete circles around it.
That may have to do with
whether you want circles or whether you want. There's 3 choices of how to go around it. Did you try all 3 choices when you were creating the course?
I think the only option I had was like activate or deactivate.
No, there's another option in the one menu where it says something about islands, and then it gives you where it basically runs. It says a simple, and then there's a circle, and there's something else. I can't remember. I'm not in front of it.
Okay. Because I used to just set up a course by course with a whole bunch of headlands.
Right.
And then once it would start to want to like make passes through the trees, I would just stop it and clean it up by hand.
Be right back. I gotta wet the tires.
Do you have the most recent version of Courseplay too? Because I know when they first released that option, they were having issues with it, and then they went and fixed it. Because I know Landy Kid had the same issue where it wasn't working for him at first, and he had to update his Courseplay, and then he was able to get it to work.
I probably haven't downloaded it in a couple weeks.
You might want to check that too. Because that's actually where I learned how to use it, was Landy Kid's videos.
Did I hear Spectre say he had his hands off the wheel? Was that a proverbial wheel or was that a literal wheel?
It was a proverbial wheel.
Okay, so Old Guy Farmer says Courseplay, it works great. You need to set it up as calculate from here and not choose your own starting point. It is great on first full circle mode. I've used it with Agro, Gorel, and Autumn Oaks, and it works.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You got to let Courseplay, start from current spot. You can't do it the way you like to do it there, Farmer Klein, and pick, northeast heading south. But, you can't do it that way.
Yeah, I pretty much have always, well, not always, but now that they have the start from current position, that's what I pretty much usually pick.
We did it! Yay!
What you working with?
33.6, but I still had to turn to the right some.
And you didn't use the DEM stuff, but you did take a Google Earth image and basically paint over the Google Earth image, is that right?
No, I used the DEM stuff too.
Oh, okay. Does that work for the forest? Because I was driving through the forest, because, I just did that just for fun. And the forest is nice and bumpy and irregular.
The forest was very time consuming because, yes, there was DEM used, but then I also used a feature in GE that's called noise. And what it does is it simulates bumps and whatnot, and you have to just continually click over and over and over again all kinds of areas to create the bumps. Then you smooth it all out so it's not super unrealistic, and it's time consuming, but the general hilliness is from the DEM, but the bumps are simulated.
Okay.
The DEM will go, I think it's like 5 meters is how far it simulates.
Hey, let me empty you before you go and get your pipe over crop. You're sporting a green shirt today, Spectre. You wearing the white plaid there, Rubber Burner?
Yeah, I'm sticking with my usual, what's the term I'm looking for? Well, the term I want to say is stream friendly, but I'm the worker bee.
What is this? Farm Sim Fashion 101?
Yeah, I want to see what everybody's wearing.
I'm wearing a green plaid if it matters with a camo undershirt.
I got nothing on at all. I'm sitting here starch naked.
Oh, watch the wheel cam, people.
That's not on. There's a reason that camera isn't on. I kid, but you wish I wasn't.
No, I don't wish you wasn't.
Chris Webb says Farm Sim Fashion. Lol. Yeah, exactly. Spectre, you're too nice. You're always waiting for me. I think I pressed the control button instead of the...
That's because we heard the Canadians are super nice, so we wanted to return the gesture. Now, if you're saying that's not true, then we can just go all out New York on you.
No, I'm cool with the niceness.
I think what would be super awesome with seasons is if we could get crop damage after a heavy rain or windstorm.
Ooh, especially a windstorm. I like that, yeah. Although it's hard for them to simulate wind, I think.
No, but you know, there's times when you have rain, and then there's times where you like seriously like, wow, this is a really heavy simulated storm.
Yeah,
it just seems to rain a lot more and a lot more horizontal. And then after that, you come in and you got some crop damage in the middle of the field. You got just stuff lying on the ground.
That would be cool. I'm not arguing with that at all. That's when root crops would be advantageous. Hey, we got Doughboy in the chat. Welcome, Doughboy.
Well, I think next stream we're gonna have to feed our moo-moos again. I just love that you can lose crop. I lost a whole lot of corn on churn farms. You all will get to see that in a couple weeks.
That's with seasons?
Yep, I lost a whole lot of corn. Maybe like 7 fields of it.
Oh, ouch.
Wouldn't you forget the harvest?
No. So, what the heck are you doing? So the first time I played through...
Welcome to Rubber Burner Gaming, where we forget how to talk, we press all the wrong buttons, and we run into things.
The first playthrough, it didn't get to 50 degrees ground temp until 2 days before was the last time I could plant corn. And basically I took the premise that I was going to just plant corn and just basically gamble that it hits 50 degrees. And like day 22 of early summer, it hit 50 degrees finally and corn came up. So this time around I took basically the same premise, except I planted all the corn basically as soon as it started summer. And I think the ground temp was still like 46 degrees or something, 48 degrees or something. Well, I didn't hit 50 degrees until the first day of midsummer. Okay? So I didn't know and when I hit midsummer, I didn't have any corn or soybeans come up. But I didn't know if I hit 50 degrees at midnight or if I hit 50 degrees technically at some point just before midnight or just after midnight. So I had to basically wait until late summer to discover that all the soybeans and all the corn came up harvested. So every every field of corn and soybean I put in was total loss. And it was one of those, if I wait until 50 degrees, then I could literally not have enough time to plant anything, or gamble and put some stuff in early and hope that I get the temperature I need.
Misty says, hey, I love your vids. Thank you very much, Misty. Appreciate that.
Proved you can gamble and lose. You don't just lose crop because you misused your time on harvest season by not taking the best advantage of time. It also validated that seasons is not set up to where hitting your temperatures is guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Even in late summer, I didn't get above 50 degree ground temp. So I had 24 game days of summer, and I didn't get above 50 degree ground temp the whole time.
Jeez.
Well, I got to 50 and I didn't get above 50. So that would have, if I was playing it safe, I would have planted a whole bunch of canola, barley, and sunflowers and wheat.
Chris Webb says, I almost lost 2 fields of soybean and 2 fields of crop on the west coast due to snow. That would have sucked. Yeah, I've been lucky.
There's my exit ramp.
I haven't lost anything
That's
yet.
where I sat all evening.
Do we need to put a little Doughboy was here?
Yeah. Doughboy was here and didn't go boom.
Chris says, that's a bad summer. That hurts. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Webb says that's a bad summer there. That hurts. I think that's the understatement right there. Understatement of the year.
Yep. So I was in the Slack forum, or the Slack channel, or whatever you call it, for seasons, and I was asking them, I was like, okay, this is what happened. When I went to midsummer, I didn't have growth on the soybeans and corn. Does that mean I lost a field? And the head guy that's over there that does lots of the talking's like, yeah, you should have planted better. You know, you should have planned out your crops better. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine with me losing it. In fact, it's actually great that I lost the crop, because that's going to play into my storyline very, very well.
Yeah.
So I was kind of ecstatic that I lost all that crop.
I've never heard somebody be happy that they lost crop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to work perfect for how I want to transition. And it's just validated that you can get a bad year, that you don't get what you need to get. It's not a guaranteed thing that you're going to be able to plant in a given planting season and actually have it come up.
And that's so true to real life too.
Yeah, we kind of knew that. We knew weather was random, and we knew that theoretically you could have a really wet autumn where you wouldn't have time to harvest things because of just wet crop conditions. But you can also have a cold spring and summer to the point where you don't have a chance to put things in the ground that you need to put in the ground. So like I got pigs, so I need corn. Well, if I don't have enough corn to carry me for 2 whole years, and I can't plant any corn, and I can't harvest any corn because I completely lost it, then I basically have to sell my pigs, because I don't, or try to buy in food. And the way pigs eat, well, it's pretty darn expensive to buy in food.
They are significantly better with the update, though, I'm just saying.
Yeah, aren't they?
Are you running the new update now?
Yeah. I think, to some degree, I think they almost tanked them a little bit too much.
They may have, yeah. But where I'm mainly pigs, I'm okay with it.
Because the little porkers now eat about a fifth of what they used to eat. And they reproduce in spring, summer, and autumn. So you get more piggies now per year, and they eat about a fifth as much as they used to.
Are you going to be updating your I want to call it an XML file, that's not what it is. You know the thingy?
Yeah, I've already updated it, I just haven't uploaded it.
Any chance I should get a version of that, because I do run it?
Yeah, because I'm gonna wait till they
until they do an official release, yeah.
And then once they release it, I'm gonna update the new one, because if I update the new one, then people will be like, it's wrong.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, for sure.
What in the world are you talking about?
The new dev version of Seasons, they changed how much pigs need to eat.
Right.
They basically made pigs significantly easier to be profitable, because they eat a whole lot less now. They reproduce a whole lot more. So I updated my spreadsheet, the feed requirements.
That's what it's called, a spreadsheet.
Alright, I gotta empty this truck. Officially, when they publish the new seasons, unofficially, I can send it to you.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, I would appreciate that also. Thank you very much. 1P, oh my god, gamer says hello.
Yeah, I
good
plan on
video,
going
Thank
to
you
get
very much.
going on the proper channels and picking up my updated version of Seasons when I get back. I got the email saying that I'm still in the teams, so
Robert Foggin says congrats to Mr. Rubberberger to
actually, I guess I don't technically have to, because we're
Giants
running it on our multiplayer for Crawford, aren't we, Rubber?
Yes, I updated that not too long ago. Last time we were together, it was updated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't need to log into Slack.
I saw your. I saw it says dev version because it's got a little watermark on it.
Yeah, I just grabbed it off GitHub there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
The version that they gave me
that.
doesn't have the little watermark. I don't know if you thought I was having issues with it because if you download it off of GitHub, it just has 0 for versions.
Oh, okay.
Version 0 if you download it off of GitHub. So I was just like, it says it's version 0. Is that the right one? And he's like, well, I'll make you up one.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't need a special version. So he sent me one that has the right version number, or whatever the version number will be when it's actually released.
Yeah.
And I said, wow, I feel special. And he's like, you are special.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
So I don't know if he was being, sarcastically funny or what.
By the way, Kiwi, did you end up finding that storage shed the other day? Hoping that my...
But I didn't really know that they
exactly
lowered the feed stuff until I put it in. And because I put it in because on Midtown, you don't own equipment. The BGA owns some equipment that you can use. And what I discovered that with the current release of Seasons, you can't do maintenance on something you don't physically own, but it's still required maintenance. So basically after a game year or 30 hours, the stuff down at the BGA would start to break down and not work. But you would have no ability to do any maintenance on it.
Not yet.
So I went on
cool
their Slack and I was like, so this is a situation I got and I can't do maintenance. And they're like, they had no idea that you could set in game something that you didn't own that you could still use. So they basically put some logic in that if you don't own the actual thing, then they disable the need for maintenance. So I got the dev version because I basically wanted to continue over on Midtown. And I went and I fed the pigs on churn, and all of a sudden the pigs took substantially less than they did last time I fed them. I'm like, what? What's going on? And then I looked into the XML and their feed requirements were changed.
Robert Foggin says special needs, and Chris Webb says special Farmer Klein.
It's me, special needs.
So what are we doing after this here field?
39.
TN4.
I'm gonna call it a night.
All right.
Say what?
39's small.
There it is.
And 29 are also soybeans. They're ready to harvest.
Hey, Rubber Burner.
Yes?
We got our answer to our question in our conversation earlier, the hard way. Playing tonight because I didn't know when I'd be able to play again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can do one tomorrow night now.
This is true.
We want it. I do got to run some electric clean up the studio tomorrow before rehearsal on Sunday, though, so I'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I'll be
I'll touch
sleeping
base.
then anyways.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Well, that's another bin full. So I noticed this trailer's suspension actually raises as it empties.
Nice.
Because I saw the trailer like shifting and getting taller as it was emptying. I'm like, what's going on? And every so often it would creep up a little bit higher, creep up a little bit higher. And after we do 28, 29, there's a bunch of fields up here by the pig farm that are beans.
I don't know if we'll end up getting that far tonight.
No, we're not going to get that far tonight. I'm bringing it to the truck, and then I got to go up there and find a silo to use.
All by my lonesome.
Oh, poor rubber burner.
I've got a cooler to keep me company. That's all I need.
Hey, I got a cooler too, but mine's empty. That happens after being out on the road for 3 days.
You gotta get after the wife on that one.
Oh no, that cooler's full at home. I'm talking about the one sitting beside me.
Oh, well, you can't do anything with that one anyways. At least not anything that's fun.
Oh. Trust me, I'll be hitting the one at home probably before I even walk in the front door.
Frank Stroud says, how's it going, RB? It's going very, very well, my friend. Today is a fantastic day. I am having a great, great day, and that is just the least understatement of the year right there. Chris Webb says, be right back. Sounds good, buddy. We'll see you when you get here. Where's my overloader guy?
I'm still trying to find a grain bin.
This is poor service right here.
There's a truck up there.
Sorry, Doughboy, I kind of cut you off there. What were you going to say?
I was just saying, you guys are awfully quiet.
Just as I start yammering on.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Well, I'll tell you, it's handy that we put the little signs up because I wouldn't remember what's in where.
Ooh, I heard through the grapevine that something might be helping you guys out with that if there's another map. Kind of like this in regards to silage stuff.
Yeah. I talked to the grapevine about doing it and pleaded. Yeah, he said he's working on the app for the tablet. Oh dear. Whew. Glad you stayed up there.
A real deer?
Yeah, real deers. Multiple. They were up on the ledge just wetting the jump off in front of me. Thank goodness they didn't. I don't need another delay. I'm like 3 minutes from home. I just want to be home. I've had enough.
How many hours are you going to have on this week?
I don't know. Without having Saturday, I'm probably pushing 60 or 70. I average 12-hour days. 12-hour days for the past 5 days. So that's what, 65. So yeah, somewhere between 60 and 70.
You just got your answer right there, Frank. I think he's tired. I think he's had enough.
Not as good as last week, but still pretty darn good. If I had tomorrow yet, then I'd be up there with the last week.
Well, in the long run, it's probably a good thing you didn't have as many hours. I mean, you pretty near killed yourself last week with that.
Yeah.
Hope the boss doesn't watch any of my live streams when you come in, or this one here. He's going to think you set fire to those brakes intentionally. Wait, did you?
No. Oh, no.
Marvel says like Spike. There's an idea if you guys haven't hit that like button.
If I say it didn't cross my mind, but no, I didn't.
Sure would be appreciated.
Ah, here's the driveway. Oh, and I'm being greeted by a herd of dogs. They're all like, but Dad, you haven't been home.
I'm not sure, Die Boy. I'm pretty sure you would have done it.
What?
Sounds about right to me.
No, I didn't.
Hey, your overloader guy's here.
Woo woo!
Well, at least my puppy dogs are happy to see me.
How's the great GTX?
Great. Careful with those words. People will start believing you. I'm
I've
good,
already
thank you for
established that
asking.
I'm special, so people don't listen to me.
There's a difference between special and great.
Yeah, definitely is. Well, Rubber Burner, I got one parting gift for you.
Uh-oh.
You hear that?
So I can expect to hear from Doughboy later on.
Probably.
Sounds good.
Did you pop the top on some soda water?
Oh, yeah. I definitely did. So, all right, guys. Have a good stream. I will chat with you later.
Later, Doughboy.
All right.
All right. Bye.
So what's new in Andy's world this evening? I forgot to hit the push to talk button. So what's new in Andy's world this evening?
Trying to make big decisions.
Ooh, that sounds like something that makes your head hurt.
Not really. I'm trying to work out a nice price for eggs. For something I'm working on, and I want to adjust the price to make it a little bit more realistic, because I don't believe that in normal mode $10 an egg is acceptable.
No, you're right. That's way over par. I would say something like $3 an egg.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, $2 to $3.
But that's also going to depend on your price of chickens.
You got expensive eggs.
I just said too much. Shut you up now.
Nah, you're right. It's known by a lot of people that we've got something coming related to chickens. So
Here in my store, I get $2.69 for a dozen.
yeah, I'm not sure where they've come up with this factor. I guess it's because in the standard base game you have 24 chickens that can't be changed, so that equates to 24 eggs a day, $240. It's not a lot of money. Any less, you probably wouldn't bother going to the chicken coop.
Yeah, this is true. That's just it. In the end, it still has to be profitable enough that people are going to be interested in taking care of it. You also have to take into factor what does it take to raise said chicken.
This is very true. But if you in the base way, it's fine, because if you have 24 chickens, it's an acceptable amount of money. But if you end up having say 1,000 chickens, it would be almost cheating for them to be $10 an egg.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you have to appropriate, let's say, 10 hectares of land towards raising them, it may not be.
Man, them chickens eat like pigs.
I don't know. I'm just throwing a number in there, right? That's when Farmer Klein's spreadsheet would come in. Frank says, "Who's legend on FS?" ? I think we're talking about GTX.
I did do a little bit of research on how much they eat. I don't remember what it is now, but I could have a look.
I think corn would be the thing they eat the most, and you wouldn't think it'd be that much. Guess who's back? Rubber Burner's worst nightmare. I wouldn't say that. I've had worse than you, Jacob. Trust me. Frank says 6 a dozen if eggs were chocolate
Around here, they
brown.
grow a bunch of turkeys. They always say you don't want to leave your turkeys outside when it rains because they'll look up and drown.
Ah!
The turkeys growing for the meat market aren't the brightest individuals, you could say. You could say intelligence has been engineered out of them.
Frank says he raised chickens out west, and it depended on their egg color how much it was worth. $6 a dozen if they were chocolate brown. There's an idea of eggs that are worth more depending on how well their productivity was type deal. I've overcomplicated things again.
No, productivity affects how much you get, as in how many will actually be laid.
Yeah. I guess what I was kind of saying there was, what if they still laid the same amount, but your price was different? But again, I am overcomplicating things there.
Yeah, the only issue is you're adding extra fill types then, because you'd have to categorize them as another fill type.
Right, yeah.
Playing with factors makes it easier, because when you come to things like seasons, it allows you to kill things off.
What on earth are you doing?
I'm just trying to line up for the overloader. What are you doing?
Trying to get to your pipe.
I think we've gotten to that point of the stream, folks. Frank says, RB, is that GTX? Yes, it most certainly is. The one, the only, the great, the almighty. Gonna help me a lot on my new project, actually.
I think you're having a hard time lining up with a stationary object.
In my defense, nothing's stationary anymore. Alright, take this to next field. What's the next field this needs to go to?
28, 29.
Alright, I think I'm going to drive it there, and then that's probably going to be too finny for me.
Yeah, that's just enough time to jump.
Woo woo! Farmer Klein has cloned himself once again, folks.
Oh, am I standing out in the middle of the field?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Frank, it is me. That's answering a question in RB's chat, by the way.
I figured since it wasn't a question in my chat, it must be over there.
I just didn't want you to think I was talking to myself, you know?
I do that sometimes.
Well, you know, you modder types are kind of special people.
Frank, I don't know why that last message would... Sorry, I don't know why I'm pressing push to talk right now. This doesn't concern you guys. I don't know why that last message was hidden, but I'm reading it now, and it shouldn't have been. Frank says, I heard GTX is a mod god. I couldn't agree with you more. Now, his humble self is going to disagree with you to the ends of the earth. But he is.
And I'll probably say sorry as well.
For those of you wondering why I got such a chuckle out of this, Andy has been helping me out with another map project that I am working on now, and I'm using a new script that I'm unfamiliar with, and he's been holding my hand the entire way and helping me out tremendously. And anytime I ask him a question and, you know, there's a little bit of confusion, he's constantly saying, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here thinking, dude, you're giving me your time. Just like, seriously, it's not a big deal. But he's just constantly saying sorry. Almost like a Canadian. Wow, don't everybody say something at once. Alright. Pulling up on fields 28 and 29 down. Which means it's just about jump time. Woo woo! Yes! More power! I'm gonna push somebody into the ditch before the end of the live stream. I'd like to flip them over if I could. I don't know if I have the power for that. I don't think I do. So we'll just leave them in the ditch. Chris says, yeah, GTX is awesome to say the least. And he comes up with some good stuff, right? Alright, let's shut her down here. Alright, now. I want to find. Yeah, we'll leave that one for Farmer Klein. Ryan says, oh my god, RB roll. You should expect nothing less from me at this point in time. Not on this stream. Woohoo! Oh dear. Did my Discord stop working? Okay. Give me 1 second, folks. I gotta fix my Discord. Oh, maybe Andy's Discord stopped working. just the same, I'm going to restart mine.
I went and made a wrong turn. Went and got lost.
Frank says having fun RV is my favorite part of the stream, not gonna lie. What'd you get lost for? That seems dumb.
It does.
Whee! Jacob says, oh dear, oh
They've
dear.
got a, there's a Geico commercial down here that talks about as long as GPS can still get you lost, then you can save money on your insurance with Geico.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of that as I made the wrong turn.
So, GTX says, yes, but my Discord stopped working, so not so awesome. He said, I was confused whether it was mine or his, so I restarted mine. He's listening in, and he says, yeah, me, sorry. Then he says, oops, I said sorry. You know it's jump time, right?
Yeah, I see you up there.
Okay. Whee!
You were the last person to drive this truck.
What truck? I don't know what you're talking about.
The one that's tail-ended into the tree.
No.
Yes.
No. How would you know such a thing?
You're gonna have to come knock me out of the way, out of the tree.
Dang, simulator addict sold me out. Or maybe it was genetic, I don't remember. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh, are you stuck in the trees now?
No, I'm good. Jacob says, don't wreck that truck too bad. That's kind of what we aim for at this point.
I got my beacons on for safety.
Mine or yours?
I can't turn yours on.
No, I mean mine or your safety.
For the safety of the viewers.
Okay. Oh, here he comes. Do we get to see it? There he is! RB, did you get that truck stuck on FK's map a week or so ago? Yeah, there's a possibility I did that. I wasn't going to fess up to it, but I'm pretty sure it was either Genetic or Simatic. Kind of called me out on one of the screenshots.
Self-riding truck works every time.
You know what? I actually got it stuck upside down there twice, I think, during the last stream. It's not that pretty, Jacob. It's a Chevy, after all. If it was a Ford, I wouldn't dare do this. Alright, I think I'm going for one more jump, and I'm going to call her a stream. So, I want to thank everybody for joining me once again. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you all.
Cleared the whole cow area.
This was a horrible jump. I'm going to have to do another one. I missed him. Don't forget to check out PCSG Self-Ready. Never let you down, eh?
Yep.
If you haven't checked out PCSG or 3 Dudes Gaming, Don't forget to go check them out. Check out all the other YouTubers I got listed down below. What else do I want to say? Hey, if you guys haven't checked out Crawford Farms and you guys got a
time to get a good run on the cow farm.
give her a check, and hopefully you won't be disappointed. Give her a star rating as you feel fit. I'm not going to ask you to do a 5-star. Just give it what you think it deserves. Don't forget to check out our Discord. It's open to everybody. Whee! Oh dear, that hasn't gone well. Oh, I know where we can park this Chevy.
What on earth are the cows thinking? Oh no, you're in the poo.
No, the Chevy's in the poo where it belongs.
Is that what you think?
I really do feel that way about Chevys.
I bet you it's not in the poo no more.
Oh, that's not cool, bro.
It's magic.
Cheater. I was about to grab this tractor here and put it in there, but this is a Ford, so I won't do that. So yeah, one final time, thank you all for joining me. I've had an absolute blast. Chris says preach, and that's a perfect spot for it. I agree 100%. Man, this is a big pile of poo we got right here. So until next time, y'all have a great night. See y'all.